Hello everyone, welcome back to YK Reviews as we wrap up October, the final video of the month of October. Best movie, show and video games of the month of October. So let's break it down and let's get into it. So as we're breaking down everything from movies, shows and video games, I apologize for the multiple uploads and many videos coming out here for you. Tons just to go over and get through constrictions with timing and everything like that. So I apologize and thank you all for the support there. And in terms of this video and the tier ranking one coming out second, third, couple of days after November there, so Halloween has come and gone, so apologize for that, but this will be my favorite video game, favorite show and favorite movie of the month of October. And I'll be completely honest, it's probably going to be a quicker video as not much shows and barely any probably no video games reviewed. There'll be a couple of shout outs and mentioned there, but timestamps will be in the description down below, so if you are looking to skip ahead, the honorable mentions or the particular ones that you are interested in, all the timestamps will be in the description down below. But let's get started with the favorite movie of the month of October. And I'll be completely honest, because I've done so many horror reviews, the Hellraiser franchise, the Chucky franchise, the Halloween franchise, so much to pick and differentiate. I'll be completely honest, for me, I've been thinking about it long and hard and I couldn't narrow it down. I've got top three for me for all the movies that I reviewed this month. The top three for me would be the original Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween, the first Child's Play movie, and then the second Child's Play movie. I couldn't break it down. If I had to pick one out of the three, I'm leaning more towards Child's Play 2 as my favorite because they're such iconic characters. Chucky is the best in the whole movie franchise. This is the most entertaining Chucky has been, and the dynamic between Kyle and Andy Barclay, I love that element there. And that final toy factory scene is my hands down favorite final sequence, third act of the Child's Play Chucky franchise. So for me, with John Carpenter's Halloween, the iconic shape debuting on the big screen, Laurie Strode versus Michael Myers, classic and a really fun watch, a rewatchable factor with that one. Child's Play 2 is it's got a slight edge on it and a slight edge on the first one. So for me, Child's Play 2 is the favorite movie I've reviewed in the month of October. And so when it comes to TV shows, I'm going to do one honourable mention. I never got to do a shorts about it at all, but for me, Jeffrey Dahmer's Netflix show, I watched that along with my wife, and just the creepy vibes, the disturbing actions that this guy does. And I know there's a lot of controversy with the actual Netflix series. I feel the actor who played Jeffrey Dahmer, Evan Peters, who plays Quicksilver amongst other things, he did a fantastic job, and I think it was probably one of his most difficult roles in that. So he really brought this character to life, and the characteristics and the vibes he brought. But just because of this is a true crime case, some of the disturbing elements I thought was really hard to watch. But overall, the show in itself, I would recommend it, especially if you are interested in about true crime documentaries and serial killers and that kind of vibes. You'll have a good time watching this, but there are a lot of disturbing scenes and sequences in this show. But I have to give that an honourable mention because other than She-Hulk, Andor, as it's a week-to-week episode, the full show hasn't been completed yet. I'm thoroughly enjoying Andor. This would be my mid-season review, I guess. I love the 3-episode arcs that it's doing. I love the writing and the characters that are being portrayed in Andor. It's a fantastic Star Wars show, so there will be a full review on that as soon as that show ends. So for me, the standout and one that I loved so much was the Chucky TV show coming out last year. It's currently in the middle of season 2. I loved what they did with Chucky in this show. He has got he's just like a step above now. Like I really feel like they put him on a pedestal and just really went crazy on him. Like I mentioned it in the review, this is Chucky's at his best in such a long time, and like the things that they're doing in the show, the characters that they're bringing back, the connectivity, the overall arc that they're having with the show, it's just fantastic, and I cannot recommend this enough. Watch Chucky the TV show, you'll have such a fun time with it, I promise you that. So Chucky season 1, so Child's Play 2 is the favorite movie, Chucky TV show is my favorite show, and as I mentioned, this will be a shorter video, just because in terms of video games, I'll be honest, I've not had a chance to play much video games, just with doing so much like reviews in terms of horror movies and horror franchises. I've not had a chance to like play any video games. I plan on doing Jedi Fallen Order and The Last of Us Part 2 in the month of November, so definitely keep an eye out on the channel for those. But right now for me, the only video games like my wife has played is the horror, it's like a horror element video game. It's called Dead by Daylight. It's basically, you get a choice, you get to become either the killer or a survivor, and as a survivor you have to try and avoid the killer to try and escape this certain location. You do that by like playing with these mechanical equipment there to try and unlock a door so that you can escape. However, if you play as a killer, your job is to hunt down these players and kill them off basically. And it's fun, it's like an online mode. You can do the killers that they have, there's so much different ones. You've got Ghostface, you've got the ones from like Saw with like the pig helmets, you've got Leatherface, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, so many different like killers that you can pick from. I've played it a couple of times and I'll be honest, I suck at Dead by Daylight. My wife played it, is really good at it. Like her overalls keep like increasing. She's really good at this game, so that's an honorable mention there. Like if you are interested in like a horror type game, Dead by Daylight is definitely the one to go. It's a fun online multiplayer game where you can play as a killer, you can play as a survivor, so you have lots of fun elements and you can play it for hours. So for me, that's going to be the honorable mention for the video game section. But promise there'll be more video game reviews and lots of different like elements being brought to the channel here, so definitely keep an eye out on that. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comment section favorite movie, favorite show, favorite video game you've played in the month of October. Hit it down in the comment section below. And I know my Twitter hasn't been as active as it should have been, some issues with that, so hopefully that should be up and running once again. So thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for the support. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like button, notification bell so that you don't miss out on future videos. Tons of content coming your way there. So thank you so much for watching. This is YK Reviews, the best of October. Peace.